Hey guys, this is Eliza with RMK Reactions. Today I'm gonna be listening to some Depeche Mode. Now, I like a lot of Depeche Mode. Like, to me, and don't go getting offended, okay? But like to me, it is dad music. I do like dad music, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But like that is the way that I kind of think of it. A lot of it is pretty gloomy. You know, I think of like Blue Monday, stuff that's like, it can bum you out a little bit. Like you often listen to it, it's like raining or you're like kind of in a sour mood and you want to feel like commiserated with. But this is apparently the only happy Depeche Mode song. So I'm very curious to hear what that's going to sound like. Got a super bright synth going on. Already, this does have a much brighter, bouncier feel than anything I've heard from them before.
When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head, and I just can't get enough, and I just can't get enough.
I did not know that that is what the Depeche Mode guy looks like. That is not what I pictured. I think I pictured him looking like the guy from like The Cure.
All the things you do to me and everything you said, I just can't get enough, I just can't get enough. We slip and slide as we fall in love.
I want a hat like that. That's sick.
Get enough.
This is funny to me because they look like they don't know how to pretend to like be happy or like
We walk together,
like none of them are smiling like
I just can't get enough.
like they still look like really moody, gloomy, fashionable Brits kind of like skulking around, but you've got these just like super bright, punchy, sunny synths and they're kind of like should I throw in a little shimmy here? What's the vibe we're going for?
I just can't get enough. Every time I think of you, I know we have to meet. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's getting hotter, it's a burning love, and I just can't seem to get enough.
Depeche Mode has just such iconic synths. I feel like kind of lost in like how hypnotic it is.
I just can't get enough. 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 I just can't get enough.
I really like that the video is giving so much attention to like the keyboard because like that really is like for Depeche Mode, like I feel like that's the star of a lot of the songs is you just have these like really intricate, you've got these like synth lines that are constantly like changing and like looping back around and layering on each other. I mean I really like what we've got going on in this song. It's a little bit jarring, I feel like, almost to hear there's other songs that are kind of like moody and melancholy in vibe that still have like the very bright punchy synths. Like again, I think of like Blue Monday as one that's kind of like that. But like the vocals itself, it's a little bit jarring. I think it's maybe just like a cognitive dissonance for me because I'm like hearing those like happy adjacent like harmonies underneath his voice. I'm like, it almost sounds not quite right. Like it's a little unconvincing to me.
And when it rains, you're shining out for me, and I just can't get enough, and I just can't get enough. Just like a rainbow, you know you set me free, and I just can't get enough, and I just can't get enough. You're like an angel and you give me your love, and I just can't seem to get
I think maybe it's because it's something in the vowel sounds a little, and like Depeche Mode, you can hear they're British when they sing. So there's something in like those lengthened vowels, I think, that has a gloominess to it, dare I say. Like I think if it were sung with a smile, it would have a brighter sound. I'm not saying either that they need to change like the way they sing that. I'm just saying that like if the goal were to overall have a fully bright, cheery, happy sound, it would be achievable through singing with wider vowels. But I don't know that that is necessarily the goal. Like maybe there is like a bit of cheekiness to it. Like, I mean, you just had some of the like looking at the camera saying with the deadpan, like, I just can't get enough. And you're like, are you sure? Because you seem pretty satiated from from how you're looking and sounding to me. Like, maybe there is some meant to be some of that underlying like sarcasm to it. And yeah, I'm liking how the song sounds overall. Something actually in how the keys here sound, it reminds me a bit of like Jack Stober, like Jack Stober's micropop. I don't know if like they were an influence for him or if this song might have been, but like I could see him sampling this. I could see him like sampling this song, for example, or like remixing it and it being just really cool or fantastic. Like this song itself, it has like a bit of like it could be the grandfather of like that little micropop movement that we had. If you're not familiar with that, if you're not familiar with like Jack Stober's micropop, you should really look into that, I think, because it's a really fantastic project. It's just like I remember happening upon that when I was a bit younger, and just my mind was kind of blown because it wasn't like anything I'd heard before. And yeah, just the way that you've got those like gosh, this is where my like not having fully studied like music theory or anything comes in, but like you'll hear those like little phrases that pop in just for a moment, and then that's all you hear of them. It's not necessarily like a lot of repeated phrases, but just like a lot of textures, a lot of things that are like higher, almost like more piercing than what you would hear as like something that goes throughout the whole song. So like, yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy that about this song because it feels like it was influential to maybe a lot of things that evolved out of it later on. Yeah, it's just also I'm a little bit like a loss for words hearing a song that sounds like this from like Depeche Mode. It's so different from like most Depeche Mode songs. And again, I say this as a fan, but like they sound like la 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 la. Like, there's a little bit of dirge quality. Sometimes you're in the mood for a dirge. But yeah, that is how this is. I think I'll be like bumping this later. This is super fun. Let me know if you like have listened to any of the genres that I brought up, like micropop, for example. If you know anything more about like the history of that. If you have any other recommendations, and I'll see you later.
Morning walk with our mom.